Is it a Panther camper wagon?
It is, of a kind.
Of a kind?
So this is a Panther camper wagon 5, isn't it?
Panther camper wagon 5.
Isn't it?
V.
Isn't it Panther a 5? Could be. Might be wrong. But I thought I'll have a look and show you these 48 scale kits.
Are you going to unbox them? That's wrapped.
What? No, I won't unbox this one.
No, that's wrapped.
Okay, so this is a 48 scale Tamiya one. So 48 scale is a bit smaller than a more traditional 35th scale.
What do you mean 35th scale?
35th scale is what most of the armor is out on the shelves.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What? So it's not all like uniformed?
So 35th scale became a standard from like 1970s.
Okay.
And since then...
But isn't planes like 1/32?
Yeah. So it's a bit different. Oh, you want to know the story of 35th scale?
Yes.
So when
Educate me.
Tamiya started making plastic kits...
Don't just entertain me, BJ. Educate
So
me.
Mr. Tamiya, apparently, this is... I've heard this from somewhere. It might be totally untrue. But when he started building kits, he loved tanks and stuff. He loved military. So military miniatures was the thing that he created. And when he actually scaled it up and measured it, I think it was going for 32nd scale, but it actually came out in 1/35th scale. So thereafter, everything was 35th scale. No one else was doing 35th scale. And somehow that's become the norm now. So all the other brands, traditionally, armor would be 35th scale. So you can mix and match when you're making your
So what the boss says goes.
I guess so.
Makes sense.
Yep. So we've got 48 scale now because people have sought to get something a bit smaller. They don't
Story
have a lot
Beach. I love story time with Beach.
And I thought I'll show you that Suyata have made a 48 scale Panther as well.
You have a look at that. I'm going to go find this guy.
All right. They've stepped it up a bit by making it a bit more complicated. See the difference in the size of the box? Okay, so they're both Panthers, but this one by Suyata is actually a full interior one. So if you want to go and torture yourself, why not get a small tank kit with an interior in it? So let's have a look.
Scales are here.
Oh, they are here. You found them. So let's have a look. Let me take it from the top.
Apparently, I was weighing my laptop.
So there's your Panther.
Panther.
And to torture you, there's the full interior with the engine hanging out of it.
What did you call it?
What?
To torture.
This is to torture you because it's a little tank and it's got a full interior.
Oh, sorry. I thought that was another word that you
No. Oh, like Panther camper
so
wagon.
what you're saying is it's going to be a tricky build.
It is going to be a tricky build.
It's going to be lots of parts.
If you don't have a lot of room and you want a tricky build, then don't worry. Suyata have done this for you. So we
don't get much in from Suyata, do we?
No, they're a little patchy, but they do some funny stuff.
Can I say that we're the only one in Australia with this kit?
You can, but you won't be right.
Oh.
So this will give you an idea of the size of the tank.
It's just not an unboxing unless there's some rustling going on, is it?
No, that's right.
Oh, you're making me think of chips.
We got some chips. We'll get those later. So you can see how compact it is. But imagine in here, you got to fit all those bits that I just showed you on that photo, and all those bits are in here. There's a suspension. Actually, it's a bit hard to see there, isn't it?
What do you want me to do? How can I help you?
How about that? You can see all the torsion rod suspension. So unlike a 35th scale tank, each one of those will be separate. So it is a little bit easier to do in that it's all in one piece. But still, you got to have all this fit inside your hull. You've got all your ammo bins here.
Is it true that you would like assemble this tank and then paint it? Did I hear somebody say that the other day?
You'll assemble some bits.
Oh.
Yeah, I wouldn't assemble everything with this. It'll be too complicated. So you've got all the ammo. And they actually give you some fuel drums too.
Well, you don't want it to be out of fuel.
No, well, I never had fuel drums actually mounted on them like the Russians did. But they did sometimes have these strapped on. Because they did go through a lot of fuel.
Were they called Ronsons?
Ronsons, apparently that was a term used for Shermans, although I don't know if that's true or not.
Master Joe said it was true.
Oh, was it?
I can't confirm that, but
there your turret.
I called them Ronsons because they went up like lighters.
That's right. And there you've got the barrel on the gun.
Ronson.
Are they still around?
People stop smoking.
Yeah, maybe. What else we got?
I do love a good engine.
Lots of bits, eh? Okay, so there's a cooling system. There's a lot of bits that you got to fit inside this tank.
Holy moly. It's going to be a solid
There's the
unit.
engine bits. A lot of slide molding going on here. You can see from the shape of the
Slide
screw.
molding.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
So you can get the detail inside. So the mold actually comes apart and goes inside this way. So there.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, it'll have to be 2 pieces. And we're still going. Got your side skirts here. They're all 1 piece. That makes it a bit easier. And then what else? Well, we've got the wheels. And you've got the tracks. So luckily, we don't have fully individual tracks, although there are some individual ones.
Well, so you can get a bit of sag.
Yeah. So you can see a bit of sag molded in there.
You do want a bit of track sag.
Yeah, for sure. Makes it look a bit more
Oh,
interesting.
look at this. This is the piece de resistance you've been holding out on me.
What do they give you?
Look. Not sure.
Oh, this comes with Zimmerit.
What?
So this has got Zimmerit included. So it looks like a Zimmerit decal.
Look at this.
Oh, it comes with a aluminium barrel. So there's a plastic barrel in there, but there's also an aluminium one if you want to do. There's photo etch in there as well.
Why wouldn't you not want to do an aluminium barrel?
Well, it takes a bit more effort.
Does
You
it?
need super glue, and then you need to chop something, I think.
Is that the muzzle?
Yep. There's a muzzle brake. You got a bit of cable there.
Necklace.
So it's nice
Would the cable be used for, BJ?
for towing other vehicles. Because it'll break down, and you'll need something to pull it out.
Oh, really?
And then the Zimmerit. Do you know what Zimmerit is?
No.
No? Okay. So Zimmerit is this stuff here. This is a anti-magnetic paste that they put on German tanks.
Anti-magnetic paste.
Yes. So it was a mixture of all these chemicals with sawdust and bitumen maybe. It's put on like a paste. They put on this irregular shape, and then they used a blowtorch to set it. And they developed that because Germans came up with magnetic tank mines.
Mm-hmm.
And they were afraid that their enemies were going to use those on their own tanks. So they put on this defense. But in fact, no one else had magnetic tank mines except for the Germans. So at the very end of the war, they stopped doing this. But looks interesting, and it's always been a challenge to do properly because a lot of people use putties and stuff. But this definitely makes it easier because you already got the pattern on the decal and just stick it on. No need to play around with putties and just try to.
You would
mark
love
it.
to do a bit of putty work.
I
though, wouldn't
would.
you?
I would.
You would
Take
you
you a
would.
long, long time.
Well, you just have a little.
What was that? What was that action?
Like a little, I don't know, like a. I imagine it to be like a micro. You know what you mash potatoes with?
Yeah.
A 1/35 scale that, and
Yeah.
then you can put that onto
So
your
there's
little
different
tank.
kinds.
I'm
So
not
you
sure
can
what
use
you
a
would call
stamp.
it.
You can call it like a stamp.
Stamp.
Yeah, because some of the designs were waffle pattern.
Waffle.
Something like this one,
Waffles are
which is
Belgian.
sort of straight.
Waffles are Belgian, not German.
The only Belgian if they're Belgian waffles.
Yeah.
So then you've got this, and you can get a roller applicator for this. So you paste it on and you roll over it and it gives you all that texture.
And then don't blowtorch it though.
Not this one.
No.
No, because it'll melt. That's right.
That's not that scale.
No. So yeah, pretty intense. So you want a little build, as in size-wise.
But you want a challenge.
Yeah, this will definitely challenge it. Lots
But
of
it
stuff.
does look beautifully molded. Like it
Oh, it
looks
is
like
really
it's
crisp,
very,
isn't it?
very precision build. Looks like an easy build.
Yeah, I don't know if it's so totally easy. I mean, it's easy in that it looks like it's been molded really
I
well.
just mean it's been molded and engineered well that
Yes.
it will go together. I mean, look how thin.
Yes.
Look how thin the screws are.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's definitely a delicate kit,
No,
but it
for
looks
sure.
like it fits together really nicely.
Done a good job. Yeah. That's just to give you a little comparison of what you can choose from. So you can go with, like a simpler build. The Tamiya one would be a simpler build, or something really complicated. You can go for that. Both the same size. Chalk and cheese size of the box.
I bet I'm tipping this one here costs a bit more.
Oh, it would cost a bit more. Yeah, a fair bit more. There's a lot more in it though. There's
Yeah.
photo etch, the Zimmerit, aluminium barrel.
Fantastic.
There you go.
I like it. I like
Like
it. I like it a lot.